we talk about dynasts, Rajdeep.
Yes, please go ahead.
BJP also has a number of dynasts in Bihar. So Nitin Nabin, son of Nabin Kishore Prasad, who won, multiple times. So, this is a seat which is the Bakipur seat, which is previously Patna West, has been won by the family for 8 consecutive times.
The real story when I'm looking at regions, I keep saying Bihar is 6 states within. Mithilanchal, NDA leading in 23, Mahagathbandhan in 14. So like in 2020, NDA is consolidating itself in Mithilanchal at the moment. When you come to Pataliputra, it is a NDA surge. The only word to use is a surge. Leading at the moment in 23, Mahagathbandhan in 9. In Simanchal, the best news for the Mahagathbandhan at the moment is coming from Simanchal. They are leading in 8, the NDA in 5. Come to Champaran, and Champaran is the other area where the NDA now is consolidating. Remember, most exit polls have suggested the Mahagathbandhan could get an edge here. Bhojpur is the tough fight. NDA leading in 17, Mahagathbandhan at the moment in 15. And when you look at the Kosi belt areas like Saharsa, Purnia, Saharsa and Supal, NDA leading in 8, Mahagathbandhan at the moment leading in 11.
Rajdeep,
so that's the one turnaround for the Mahagathbandhan.
Rajdeep, I think initial trends suggest one fact where the NDA is consolidating in the regions it had done well in 2020 and making massive gains in the region where it wasn't.
I just want to mention, you kept mentioning Bachwada. At the moment in Bachwada, the BJP is leading. This is one of the friendly fights. You had the CPI and the Congress contesting against each other. And guess what? The BJP is leading. Are you surprised? That's the nature of friendly fights.
दो बिल्लियों की लड़ाई में, it is always the bandar who will go away with the roti.
And
that is the traditional thinking, which is exactly what is happening. It appears to be happening, though it's still very early trends.
And the voters know it there. When you speak to the voters, they also laugh. They are like, इसमें वो निकल जाएंगे. हमको तो पता ही नहीं किसके साथ जाओ. RJD didn't know who to support.
NDA is leading in all the regions except for Simanchal.
That's right.
So even Bhojpur and Magad, where they were trailing last time, they seem to be leading. And the Mahagathbandhan is not being able to make a dent in Champaran, Tirhut and the Mithilanchal, where it was expected to make good amount of gains.
I only want to put one caveat, Amitabh, to that these are still postal ballots.
Yes.
And therefore, come 9:30, you may well find the situation change. I think, but the big picture is very clear. In the battle between the alliances, the more organized alliance of the NDA is and more resourceful and more cohesive is possibly at the moment scoring over the other alliance. 149 seats for which we have trends. Postal ballots at the moment 86 to the NDA, 57 to the Mahagathbandhan is what we are saying. And many of these seats again with high women voter turnout. We're going to look at that very closely, whether there is a link between gender and the elections and the election results. Last time, remember, the JDU was the biggest beneficiary of that. We're getting in some more breaking news at the moment. Both Lalu Prasad and his son Tejasvi at the moment, we are told, are...
both sons of Lalu are leading.
Both sons of Lalu are leading at the moment. Lalu Prasad's, both his sons, Tejasvi and Tej Pratap. I just want a very quick word, Maria, since you've tracked this family. Why did the brothers split? What was the reason? Itna,
Ambitions.
Ambitions.
It's always the case of ambitions.
And the fact is that Tej Pratap also wanted to become the leader of the
Tej
party.
Pratap had accepted Tejasvi as the leader of the Mahagathbandhan. That got settled of the RJD. That got settled in 2015 itself. But I think, Rajdeep, as we say, there are several other dynamics which played out, and that's where the role of sisters also come in.
We are seeing in rural seats. Take a look at rural seats. 67 leads to the NDA in rural Bihar, 47 to the Mahagathbandhan. Semi-urban seats, where 45 to 55% live in these areas, semi-urban areas, NDA leading in 6, Mahagathbandhan in 5. Urban areas, NDA leading in 13, Mahagathbandhan in 5. But rural Bihar, and this is the transition that the BJP has made. The various welfare schemes that have reached down, the DBT, the cash transfers have made a difference, whether it's 1100 rupees pension or 10,000 rupees that was provided on the eve of elections. But a series of schemes that the Nitish government has brought in. Rural Bihar at the moment is strongly standing with the NDA, and that will be only good news for the BJP and the JDU at the moment.
But Rajdeep, like it did in 2020. So
Sure.
where per capita income of 40,000, maximum number of seats actually went to the BJP, which was...
And you have to win rural Bihar to
Also,
win Bihar. Yes.
Also the imagery of Jangal Raj, the everyday experience, it's more in rural area than in the urban areas.
I've always said that, Rajdeep, that the burden of Jangal Raj is more difficult for Tejasvi to carry than the anti-incumbency of 20 years for Nitish.
You have
on
the
a side
double
note,
engine
you
that-
have in Chhapra, Khesari Lal Yadav is leading, so I think Lalu will be happy on that front as well.
You know, the double engine seems to be working, especially when it comes to DBT in rural areas, because they have delivery to back what they claim against promises that are being made on the other side. If
But
these
was
early
10,000,
but
let me ask
that's
you,
the-
push you, was 10,000 a bribe or was it a continuation? If so much had been done, what was the need to give 10,000 rupees one week before the elections?
It is empowerment of women. It was budgeted. It was factored in, because I put this question to BJP and JDU leaders. They said, we will do everything to win elections. They are there to win elections. But
तो
Rajdeep,
तुम
I have
करो
a
तो
question.
empowerment, दूसरा करे
नहीं,
तो
सब
रेवड़ी।
करे, सब कर रहे हैं ना, सब कर रहे हैं. दिल्ली में हो रहा है, आम आदमी पार्टी does it, Congress does it in
Rajdeep,
Telangana.
a word now on
Yes, yes,
EBC
go ahead.
seats.
Please go ahead.
EBC seats, 141 in all, NDA leading with 47. There is a gap of 15 seats between the Mahagathbandhan and NDA. I'm very interested in Nishad seats, which is close to 23 we are looking at. NDA again leading in 10 seats of that, which means that Mukesh Sahni has not had enough impact that they were thinking of. But again, as we have been saying, Nitish Kumar with just 2.5% votes, which is his captive vote bank of Kurmis, continues to dominate. Kurmi plus Koiri seats of close to 70. Nitish Kumar-led NDA is going ahead with 28 at the moment. So I'm looking at what Nitish Kumar's 20 years looks like. He's the man who comes with just 2.5% anchor constituency. He has expanded it to bring in the EBCs. He expanded it also to bring in the Pasmanda Muslims.